Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again, live from the West Wing of Hold My Nugget Studios, also live from Levi's Stadium, where the NFC West title is on the line. 2 times in a row, back to back, Sam Darnold leads his ball club into a division title sealing game in week 18 as his Seattle Seahawks go on the road. Number 1 in the NFC, number 1 in the NFC West, riding high at 13-3 on the road from Levi's Stadium, not Wrangler, to meet the San Francisco 49ers, led by Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy and his 12-4 injury-riddled, overcoming, persevering unit, trying to regain their spot atop the division and atop the conference. Who comes
for the
out
third time this season?
on
I got to
top?
become a Falcons fan. SMH Carolina.
In your 2025
Please, Happy Joe,
NFL
just
Week
subscribe.
18 Saturday Night Football Special game highlight commentary. Oh, we got ourselves a game, man. I am looking forward to today. Hopefully everybody had themselves a very, very good new year. Happy New Year to all. This is our first in 2026. I appreciate you guys being in the building. And yeah, looking forward to what 2026 is going to bring. Shout out to everybody spending your Saturday evening with me. Captain Espanol Patuan said, "Yeah, what's going on, family?" Sergeant P51 said, "What's going on?" Talk about no effort from the Panthers when they fumble that ball. That deserves a clitoris alert. Yeah, very, very stupid. Why would you run? Oh, boy, Kenneth Luke Skywalker the third on the catch and run. Big first down. And by the way, we're going to talk about it in the commentary, but why would you try to run a trick play? You're already marching down the field. Give the ball to Rico Dowdle after he done picked up, what was it, on a screen pass? He picked up like 40. The hell are you running trick plays for? You down by 9. Are you guys dumb? Traditional, regular, goddamn fundamental plays is bringing you down the field. The fuck you trying to get fancy? Fuck. But then we're going to talk about it in the commentary. One way or another, the Panthers are somehow still alive. And the drama continues. All eyes on Atlanta in the NFC South. Because if they take down the Saints, Tampa did all that work for nothing. And Mike Evans may have possibly played his last game. Nonetheless, opening drive for the Seahawks already in San Francisco 49er territory. Before we say hello to everybody in the building, got to take care of a little bit of business. Make sure you guys click this, or I should say scan this QR code on the screen right now. Or for those who are watching on Facebook and on YouTube, make sure that you guys click the link down in my description. Download the Underdog app. Use the promo code Adonis. We're kicking off 2026 the best way possible over on Underdog. Got myself a one-on-one battle going down, and I'm very, very confident in my squad. See, tonight I have Run, CMC, Sam Darnold, George Kittle, and Zach Charbonnet. My opponent has Jackson Smith and Jigba, Brock Purdy, Juwan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall. So we'll see how things mess around and play out. I had an option of either going with Charbonnet or going with Kenneth Walker. The only reason why I went Charbonnet was if they find themselves in close yardage, especially in red zone situations, goal line situations, for whatever reason, Seattle tends to lean towards Charbonnet. So potentially I can get points there, but we'll see if things work out in my favor and we open up 2026 with a W, or we close out, or I should say open up 2026 with an L. 1205 for 5 said, "What's going on, Chisel? How am I feeling about the U taking down Ohio State?" I was ecstatic. I watched the entire game. I was hype as hell. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold over the middle got his man. That's a first down. They moving the chains again. I Got Dallas said, "Just wanted to say hi, Mom. I'm on Twitch." Well, hello to I Got Dallas's mom. Dwayne put 2 on and said, "How's SpongeBob feeling right now?" Eliminated is how SpongeBob is feeling right now. Salvage Sonic, member for 4 months, said $4.99 $4.99 super chat from me fixing to come too. Why, thank you very much. I appreciate you. By the way, the 75 hard has been activated for this year, just like it was last year. So I'm excited for what that's going to bring me this time around. Also pondering running 3 miles a day, but we'll see how this all plays out. I did that for the month of May last year. Hand off to Kenneth Walker, able to break a couple of tackles, nearly gets a first down, and on first, he's able to pick up 8. O'Leary, put 5 on, say Happy New Year, Chisel. Hope my Steelers win the division tomorrow night. We shall see. I will be live for it. Gerald put 2 on it, said 1 win away from chaos. Falcons, indeed. It's going to be a wild, wild football Sunday tomorrow. Obviously, the only implications that really play a role is the Atlanta game, and then ultimately or I should say Atlanta, New Orleans game, and then Pittsburgh, Baltimore game. But still, you should look forward to good football nonetheless. Some guys are playing for incentive. Some guys are playing to close out their seasons very strong. Some guys may be playing in their final game of their careers, if you will. So we'll see how things mess around and play out. Let's go down the list and say hello to the people. Justin, Lone Wolf, Ernest, Fallen, Urix, Nugan, O'Leary, Jamel, Daryl, Salvage Sonic, Beyblades, Black Attack, Midas, Virgo, Dal, Ruben. What's happening? Junior in the house. What's good? 1205 for life, but 2 said my thoughts on SmackDown's first 3-hour show. It was very dragged out. Not a big fan of the 3-hour program at all. 2.5 is probably at best. Darnold looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Incomplete, but there's laundry on the field in the end zone. It's going to be a pass interference on the defense. 1st and goal coming. I want to see Charbonnet. I want to see Charbonnet. Let's keep going down the list saying hello to the people. Andrew, what's going on? Am I sick? No, I am not sick. I've been around some sick people, but I am not sick. God willing, I don't mess around and get sick. The game, this guy in the building, Alan, what's going on? Kenny, token black guy. Valorian, Cartman, Denisha, Olivia, what's happening? Jose, Vixen, what's good? Stingray, how's it going? 1st and goal for Seattle from the 1-yard line. I want to see Charbonnet. Pop open all the Chardonnay. I want to see Charbonnet. Hold the football to the end zone now. Come on now. Come on now. Give the football to Charbonnet. Don't do nothing. Oh, my Lord. These motherfuckers tried to throw the doggone football. You got to be a stressful kind of dumbass. And what's crazy was Charbonnet was open too. These dick-a-poops over here is Levante David, a Hall of Famer. Levante David's going to end up being like a... He's going to end up being very similar to London Fletcher. I've made this comparison before. Do I believe that he's a Hall of Famer? I believe he's had a Hall of Fame career. He's going to mess around and get overlooked because he happened to play in an era where you happen to have a Kuechly, you happen to have a Willis, you happen to have now a Warner who's killing it, and things of that nature. So you're constantly getting overshadowed. But he's one hell of a goddamn player. 2nd and goal. Now they hand it off to Charbonnet. Is he able to make a play? He's able to take it down to the 7. I can't believe these nincompoops tried to throw it on 1st and goal. You got to be a special kind of dumbass, bro. What the hell are y'all doing? What the hell are y'all doing? What the hell are y'all doing? Chucky Bobby put 10 on it. Said, hey, Chisel, am I going to start telling the losers to take out their cell phones or debit cards to get aboard the L train now that the Metro card is extinct? That's a great question. That is an absolute great question. L train, the L train's now, I mean, it's still alive. So now is it a matter of getting out a Metro card or get out your get out your Google Pay?
Congratulations! Oh my God!
Shades of the Super Bowl throw. Yeah, no need to fucking throw the football.
Hanazawa001.
Oh, these dudes look hella confused. You got to use a timeout. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing.
Football highlights for the bowl games or playoffs.
Hansa said, "Would I be doing college football highlights for the bowl games or playoffs?" Truly, no. I don't think I will because the NCAA has made things incredibly difficult to go and record, and I should say upload said commentaries. So it's clipped. It's clipped. Do I think Calais Campbell is a year 1 Hall of Fame? Absolutely not. Unfortunately, he won't. Like, I think now they really got to start to establish, they have to bring the prestige back to first ballot Hall of Fame. They have to bring that prestige back to where you got to be, as Skip Bayless once put it, Hall of Famer, a Hall of Famer of a Hall of Famer. You got to have folks where it's there is no second guessing. You're amongst the best, if you will, of when you play. Or hand off to Charbonnet. Is he gonna? No, he's not gonna get there. He gets stopped at the 5. They're gonna have to kick a field goal here. How do you go from 1st and goal and you end up going backwards? That's so dumb. You see what happens? And what's crazy was, albeit it was stupid to pass, but Charbonnet was open in the flat. He was wide open in the flat on that 1st and goal play. But like, what are you trying to do? Y'all trying to get somebody they're going for it on 4th and goal? There's no way. There's no way. I don't trust you. They're 11% in the NFL on 4th down. There's no way. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Oh my God, they snapped the football. They snapped the fucking football. Darnold to the incomplete. You fucking idiots. Y'all had 1st and goal. Y'all had 1st and goal. That's what you get. Pack them up, bro. Pack them up, bro. Jose Patuan said thoughts on Rodgers maybe coming back next season. If he does, I'm concerned because he's following the Brett Favre. If he's following the Brett Favre, metric, year 1 is cool and magical, although this year wasn't quite magical. Year 2 is a dumpster fire. So, well, the only positive is he doesn't have too much years, or I should say he's a little bit younger in NFL years because he sat the 3 years, and then ultimately missed a whole season due to the Achilles. So maybe he's got 4 less years of mileage on the body, but still, I don't know how to feel about it. Seattle is incredibly stupid. Seattle's incredibly stupid. You find yourself 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. You get a penalty in the end zone. Why are you throwing the football on the first play? Then you only managed to make it back to the 4-5-yard line. 4th down, you decide to go for it. You decide to go for it rather than just kick the field goal. Now, albeit number 1 seed on the line, NFC West title on the line. There are situations where you got to go out there and be aggressive. I would have took the field goal straight out the gate. Given the distance, this is what's considered a chip shot field goal. You haven't even seen the Niners offense yet today. Take the points and identify how they moving so that they would have to, you put the ball in their court to where they have to now respond. You get a stop, you could go down the field and make it a 2-possession game so you can end up with a W on that drive regardless. But the moment they took the sack on 1st and goal, if you didn't make it back to the 1-yard line, there's no scenario where you should go for it. Dumb as hell. The numbers say go for it though. Analytics have destroyed the game. Motherfuckers is not even going for it because they really want to go for it. They looking at the damn statistics to say, you know what, on this down and distance, it actually would be a little bit of a higher percentage to go. These motherfuckers lost the momentum. You ain't have it no more. You take a sack on 1st and goal. You ain't make it back to the 1-yard line. 11% success rate. You ain't good on 4th down. The hell you going for it for? Low key, they should have thrown the flag for the, oh, but Lord. Yeah, they weren't going to get a flag there. If Cooper Kupp sold it and he dropped himself to the ground, maybe you could have got it, but even still, dumb as hell. He actually had Bobo right there. If he pumps or he puts that over the linebacker, he can find Bobo. It's clipped. Give the ball. Oh, damn, CMC not on. Wait, what the fuck? CMC not on the field for the first play? Oh, that is CMC. It looked like he had long hair. I was about to say, feel scripted, don't it? Now, I don't know about all that. Again, I've said this time and time again as it pertains to scripts in the NFL. Do I believe you can script the game? 100%. I think the easy sell is obviously the referees. You can maybe get to an individual player. But an entire team collective, I refuse to believe that because there's way too many moving factors that have to go into play to make it to that level, sustain greatness at that level, win at that level. It'd be almost incredibly foolish for you to go into, especially given the fact that you can die playing the game. Dwayne Pavavon said, we're going to treat Seattle like some of the people in San Francisco. Oh, my. 9, Pavavon said, Aaron coming back is pointless. Steelers should trade for Sanders so he can save Mike's career. Well, I don't know about trade for Sanders. They didn't draft him. So trading for, like, obviously, I think you could probably trade for next to nothing. Looks like Cleveland doesn't really want Son, but still, we don't even have the organization that'd be able to, create any form of success. 3 and out, forced here from Seattle's defense. Could have been up 3-0. Could have been up 3-0. All you got to do is coach, right? Right. How are you going to convince 53 people to not get their incentives? Unless you're paying folks under the table. But again, if that was the case, what's even the purpose of going through the season? Like that's one of the things where I'll always say, like, there's nuance to the conversation. It can't just be in a situation where it's it's all rigged. Nah, bro. Like if it's a one-on-one sport, you have a higher opportunity of attempting to rig something. But if it's a team collective, bro, people play the game for multiple different reasons. What was it? 5 reasons I broke down. Some folks play for people play for money. Some people play to win. Some people play for legacy. Some people play for the fun of it. And then what was the other one? It was money, legacy, win, fun, and camaraderie. That's what it was. 5. And the camaraderie and brotherhood of it. It's incredibly difficult to find a collective, or even if you was to get an entirety of an offense to really get into it. I just don't think that would happen. Malcolm put 20 on it. Said first time SC anyone. First time as he loved the content, especially the football highlights. Want to see it keep going. In regards to the SC, about the Metro cards, it might be outdated, but it's nostalgic. Rolls off the tongue. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, 'cause I guess now it's almost like if somebody who grew up in the 90s, take out your tokens and get aboard the L train. Tokens. Cesspool, they need to call the 1-800-GAMBLER. Incompetent coaches having a gambling addiction. A support group is going to be enough to stop the addiction. Oh, by the way, today was a PR day in the gym. By the way, I wonder if I can pull up some numbers for you. Yeah, today was a PR day in the gym. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know what's going on. Why? For whatever reason, it ain't working today. But yeah, so deadlifted 425, strict pressed 170, and then back squatted 330. So I'm working my way back up on the back squat. I have no desire to get to the 400s on the back squat, but hey, we move. Mr. King, for 5 months, just tapping in. Shout out to the NFL tiebreakers and the incompetency in the NFC South. 2 eliminated teams decided who's going to the playoffs. Fire Todd Bowles. Yeah, I think one way or another, Todd Bowles is gone this year, unless they go on a fucking run to the Super Bowl, which is doubtful, but still possible. Todd Bowles is gone. Todd Bowles is 100% gone. The people are fed up. Sully Griffin put 2 on, said best pizza in New York. Originals pizza in Brooklyn, New York. In Mill Basin. You're predicting 5+ firings this offseason? Highly plausible. Highly plausible. Highly plausible. Matt, put 2 on the top. 3 San Francisco safeties and Seattle cornerbacks. Seattle cornerbacks. Richard Sherman. Obvious. Richard Sherman. Marcus Trufant. Sherman. All right. Hand off. There's Kenneth Walker again. Gain of 3. Gain of 3. I can't remember a Seattle corner in the 90s or the 80s. That's where I'm getting beat here. So where would I go? Where would I go? That's where the audience would have to help out. As for San Francisco safeties, Ronnie Lott, obvious. Ronnie Lott. Ooh, got him. Smith and Jigba gets his hand on the football, taken out of beats. And it's going to be a 3rd and short here. Ronnie Lott, Merton Hanks. And then if I wanted one more, if I want to. No. Kenny Easley is a safety. Kenny Easley's a safety. He said Seattle cornerbacks. Easley's a safety. So he said San Francisco corners. Pardon me, San Francisco safeties, and then San Francisco safeties, Seattle corners. Oh my Lord! There it is, Charbonnet. There it is, all the way, Charbonnet to the end zone, touchdown, Seattle. Get the Chardonnay, Zach Charbonnet to the end zone for the touchdown. Charbonnet goes the distance. How many yards did it take him to find the end zone? It wasn't 25. No, it wasn't 28. Certainly wasn't 26. How many yards?
27.
I said, how many yards?
27.
All the way to the house for the touchdown. Zach Charbonnet gives the Seattle Seahawks the lead. Extra point through the uprights. It's a 7-0 game. And guess what? If they took the motherfucking field goal, now you'd have found yourself in a situation where this could have been a 2-possession game. But albeit, you probably don't have favorable field position to start out the drive, because the benefit of where they started this drive was by good field position, because they had the Niners have to punt from inside their own end zone. They really only made it where? They only picked up 7 yards on the drive, so they punted from where? Yeah, actually, the punter was probably standing on the 1 yard line. So regardless, you got yourself good favorable position, but this could have been a 2-possession game. It could have been a longer drive. You could have probably ate a little bit more clock, but that's neither here nor there.
Mr.
King put 2 on it.
Subscribed for 27 months.
K-Dub, how's it going? Hope you had yourself a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. I know you're overseas most likely at this moment, right? You're still stationed? Let us know there in the chat. Sargon put 20 on it, said anybody saw this yesterday on SmackDown. Wish I would have seen it. You was tamatonging like crazy. Call him Jacob Fatu because he was tweaking. And since they brought it back, best ambulance matches. Well, for me, Kane and Shane McMahon will always be number one for me, but I did watch SmackDown last night. I just didn't stream it. Yes, you are overseas right now. All right. Okinawa. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think I am. But one way or another, hey, you said you was able to celebrate it down there. Stay safe. As always, brother, I appreciate you immensely. Jermaine put 2 on and said Bucks win when we ain't want to. Bulls is a terrorist is crazy. He said, you gotta put on the what is the song? I'll put it in the commentary. You gotta put in the edit. Hold on, wait a minute. Where is it? You gotta put on the edit. You gotta put on the fucking, I don't know what the lyrics say. You gotta put the edit for Todd Bowles. I know they gonna have the edit loaded, bro. TikTok is going crazy with that shit. 1205 for life, put 2 on, said Bowles, Stefanski, Carroll, Patullo gotta go. I don't know if they're gonna foul Carroll. I just don't know why he came back to go and coach a rebuild in Oakland. He got nothing better to do. Mr. King put 2 on, said as a Buck fan, extend Raheem Morris though. Hilarious. Okinawa? Okay. Bring out the Halaban. I actually think I still have the edit for the Halaban. Oh, yes, I do. That's funny. On the first. So what the hell is this? Oh, this is La Fuck You 3. Mac Jones to the Steelers? Absolutely not. The Steelers have to change their whole philosophy. It really doesn't matter who you bring to the organization. You have to change your fucking philosophy. You can't keep running an archaic offense, you know? Shout out to Mike Martz. He got a mention. We might get Malik Willis. No, I promise you we won't. Standards to the Steelers. They should have drafted him. They didn't draft him. And you got Will Howard right there. At least give the kid a chance. All right, here we go. Winner in this game clinches #1 seed in the NFC. Let's see how the Niners respond. Hand off Christian McCaffrey. Only a gain of 1. And let me go over on Underdog. If you guys haven't already, scan the QR code, download the Underdog app, use a promo code Adonis if you have not already. By the way, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, y'all let me know right now. Have y'all been getting notifications for the upload of the shorts? If you're watching on Twitch or anywhere else, all the chat rooms, y'all let me know. Have y'all been getting notifications for the uploads of the shorts over on YouTube? Because I'm going to have to put out another poll. You've been getting sometimes? Okay. Not really. Some are saying no. I'm seeing yes. Some are saying yes. All right. So let me try to upload a, oh, damn, down goes Purdy. That's gonna count as a sack, a loss of 1. Let me upload one right now. Let me see. Do I have the bartender? I have not. I'm going to upload one right now. Let's see. I'm the first thing that comes up when you hit your, oh, really? Wow, what are the chances? I'm the first thing that pops up when you press shorts. 3rd and 9. Oh, shit, Purdy's in trouble. He's able to dump it off there. I think that's Juwan Jennings. Not going to get a first down. Not enough for a first down. They're going to have to punt again. Back-to-back 3 and outs. Back-to-back 3 and outs. RV Deonator. For 5 wants a Happy New Year, King. Been loving the shorts lately despite no notifications. Though you should hit the bell to make sure. Much love, man. I appreciate you immensely for tuning in. Even though you don't hit the bell, that means you're seeking the content out. So I appreciate you. Dread for 5 said, if the Bucks don't make it seriously, a serious run, who should iOS pick up as the next head coach? Who should they pick up as the next head coach? I have no idea. Shaheed's going to have to fair catch at the 18. That's where Seattle's going to take over. I have no idea. All right, let me upload this joint right now. Fire her immediately. Bartender. All right. Uploading as we speak. They should have gone for it. It's crazy. They should have gone for it. It's crazy. Fourth down on your own side of the football field, inside your own 40. Go for it. It's crazy. Let's go gambling. I don't see Dan Gamble out there. And look how that worked out. Eliminated from playoff contention. Nathan for 5 said Indiana put an absolute beating on Alabama in Pasadena in the Rose Bowl, 38-3. You would describe the blowout in 2 phases, belt to ass and 1A. Indeed. 1205 for life for 5 said you can bring back one NFL player from any era, but they replace your best player at that position. Who am I picking and why? I'm a Steelers fan. So, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Joe Green, Aaron Donald. And I'm only saying defensive players because if I was to say, all right, give us Brady, give us Montana, it don't matter if the way the offense runs. Hell, even LT, both LTs. Marcus said, Raiders likely to part ways with head coach Pete Carroll. Browns leaning towards moving on from Stefanski. Barry, likely to stay. Todd Bowles appear to be safe, even if the Bucs miss the playoffs. Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins have been consistent voices of support for Zach Taylor. Commanders may move on from Cliff Kingsbury. Okay. Oh, Nathan really wants the 1A meme. Nathan really wants that 1A.
1A! 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 1A!
Maybe Peyton Manning? Maybe Peyton Manning? Yeah, hot dogs and liquor. So did y'all get the notification just now from YouTube for the upload of the latest short? Y'all let me know, because I just posted one. So y'all let me know if y'all got, actually, I should put a poll here. Yeah, y'all put a yes or a no. Y'all put a yes or a no. Check your notifications. Y'all let me know. For those who are watching on YouTube, I just put a poll there to see if you guys got one. I'll leave it there for 2 minutes. Olivia said you got one from Discord. Okay. There's another handoff there from Kenneth Walker. Let me check to see where I'm at right now. Over on Underdog. I should be leading because of the touchdown from Charbonnet. So right now, in my one-on-one draft, more people are saying no than yes. That's concerning. I am winning by 4. Oh, wait, my opponent did take Kenneth Walker. Wait, did he switch somebody? How the fuck? Wait a minute. How the hell you swap him for Ricky Pearson? Wait a minute, what the hell? Oh, there's collusion. This motherfucker had Ricky Pearson. How the fuck he swapped? You can't do that. Wait a minute. What? Is it? What? How? Nah. I'm about to cause a ruckus. That's not how the game is played. Y'all can't even see it. Y'all can't even see it. This is there was a player that was swapped. How the fuck? What? Yeah, this ain't right. Yeah, I'm getting screwed. Oh, Ricky's inactive. Okay. So Ricky's inactive, so they went and they had to go and switch. All right. Because Ricky's inactive, so I guess they gave him an opportunity to switch. That's crazy. Son drafted the wrong person or some shit. Yeah, I was about to collusion. There's collusion. I guess if Son is inactive, that's the only way. That's the only way. End of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0 lead right now for Seattle. Benzino for 5-1 said, did I have a chance to meet any of the Steelers players in my lifetime? If so, how was my experience? Keep shining, King. I met one at Vid Summit, but I forget his name. He wasn't like a prominent player. But I did meet one. What the hell the Steelers play? I feel like I met somebody else. I don't know. I can't remember. I did meet Antonio Brown at the Big Three. I met Antonio Brown at the Big Three. Can I say I met him? No. Yeah, I guess I can't say I met him, but saw Antonio Brown, I guess. Nathan Batua said, Happy New Year to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah, some folks is not getting notification. 65% of the voters said they're not getting notification. That is concerning. That is concerning. I caught CTE. It's crazy. But, yeah, that pretty much confirms my hypothesis that YouTube's not pushing out content to the people. Yeah, YouTube. Instagram has since went down a bit. I don't know what happened in like the last 2 months, but I was hitting 50 million accounts in 30 days through September entering October, and ever since then I'm at pretty much 25 million in the last 30 days, but it's cut completely in half. Nothing has changed. In fact, I've posted more, but it's cut completely in half. Facebook, I had 181 million in 90 days. Now it is, if I switch this last 28 days, 16 million. How is it that Facebook's reaching less than Instagram? That's crazy. Last 90 days, since October 5th until now, over on Facebook. Yeah, it's cut completely in half. It's got to be something on Facebook then. And it's 53 million. It's down by 70%. Jeez. Yeah, 181 million 90 days prior, and then it's down to 53. Some ain't right. I'm probably getting shadow banned. But even still, being shadow banned, still got incredible numbers. Man, when we get to that million on any of the platforms, man, it's going to be a hell of a goddamn day. Because for those of y'all who know the damn story, y'all don't know I had to really grind to get that shit. There's some folks who started making content, this year, maybe last year, maybe during the pandemic, maybe a couple of years ago in like 2022. They was able to go and get there. Man, it's going to be 10 years for me in March. If I never had no damn roadblock, I'd have probably been at like 5, bro. I kid you not. But it's all good. We soldier through. 2nd and 15 for Darnold, able to find Jackson Smith and Jigba, going to pick up a first down and more. Down, oh shit, he's still going. He might score. That's a touchdown. What the hell's going on? Oh, they blew the whistle. Did he step out of bounds? I think he might have stepped out of bounds. No, he never stepped out. Oh, he did step out. He did. Oh, wait a minute. I think that, boy. Yeah, did the whole foot touch that? He definitely stepped out of bounds. It definitely appears as if he stepped out of bounds. But you might want to super zoom that shit. They could low-key challenge to see if the location that they said he stepped out of bounds would be at. Star Killer put 2 on it, said T.O. versus A.B. T.O. would win that. But if A.B. had never went off the deep end and played, as long as T.O., because A.B.'s career, there's nuance to it. Because for one, obviously he wasn't a starter straight out the gate. Primarily was a returner and then in rotation. 2013 was really his coming out party. But A.B.'s 6-year stretch, 2013 to 2018, only Jerry Rice had a better stretch than him. Truly. Like, you got some guys now that you take their entire length of their career, like Justin Jefferson, crazy run thus far. Jamar Chase, crazy run thus far. AB was like otherworldly, bro. And they were winning. Sam Darnold rolling. Keeping the play alive. Pass incomplete. But yeah, I would go T.O. only because I think T.O. is the second greatest wide receiver ever. Dwayne put 2 on, said Mercedes Monet walks into the chat. Oh my. Mr. King put 2 on, said imagine motherfuckers that said no ain't even subscribed. I mean, truly, it'd be, make sure y'all subscribe for those who are watching. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that immensely. It goes a very long way. Mikey said, which player, in my opinion, was better in their prime in college and in the NFL? Ray Lewis versus Derek Brooks. Deion Sanders versus Ed Reed. You see, that's very tough. Now, Ray Lewis versus, I think Derek Brooks, potentially college Derek Brooks was a beast as well. But man, Ray might just be the greatest middle linebacker of all time. Derek Brooks is amongst the greatest outside linebackers of all time. But Ray, the greatest middle linebacker. You could argue he's the greatest of all time, maybe better than Singletary. Could get Nitsky, can go and get Butkus, can get Huff, Kuechly, Willis, Wagner, Thomas, Singletary, Urlacher. All man, Lewis. I gotta go Lewis there, and then Deion and Ed Reed, both of them college football royalty. Ed might be the greatest ball hawk we've ever seen. Truly, I think if Ed plays 15 years, he passes Paul Krause for the most interceptions in the history of the game. 100%. Ed plays 15 years, I think he passes Paul Krause. I'd have to go Ed because he also can tackle. He can intercept like a motherfucker. In fact, he has more interceptions than Deion Sanders. Now, Deion Sanders, I think, is the greatest shutdown corner. I don't think he was a bad tackler. It just wasn't his thing. Oh, my God, he missed a field goal. It's wide right. 47-yard field goal. It's wide right. No good for Myers. Well, that's interesting. Now it's time for Seattle to respond. Yeah, I would go Reed. I'd go Reed and Lewis. I can't believe Myers missed. Doc Ock, put 5 on, said, I know it's a football stream, but can Nikki Cross do more in the women's SmackDown division than she's doing in the Wide 6? I'd hope that was the case, but they kind of pigeonholed it by trying to market her as a variation of a threat in the men's feuds because it makes no sense. So they fucked themselves up. They got to separate her from the group and let her go and run roughshod, especially in the mid-card. Yeah, Myers missing field goals here. Sean Taylor would have outdone old safeties. Well, if only we had an opportunity to see how he plays out. Mace DJ said, what happened to Hot Mike Bleacher Report? They started doing the same thing around 2022, I believe. Ultimately, for lack of a better term, big dicked Hot Mike out of their position and killed all the traffic there. So that's what ended up happening. Thought kickers were going to be better this season. I think they have been better this season. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you shouldn't allow your kicker to ultimately be in the position to have to decide the games. Now, albeit kickers got to make their kicks, but it's not easy by any estimation. Top 10 kickers of all time. Ray versus LT, like Lawrence Taylor versus Ray. Well, they played two different positions. Lawrence Taylor was an outside linebacker. Ray, and a pass rushing outside linebacker at that, but Lawrence Taylor could also cover. But I think the best covering outside linebacker, maybe Jack Ham. But yeah, that's even Hendricks was pretty doggone good too. But Lewis versus LT for who was more dominant at their position. You can actually make an argument Ray, but I would 100% go LT because I think LT, at the point of his retirement, he was the greatest defensive player to have ever played. Pound for pound, you had Page, you got Green, you got Blunt, you had Singletary, you had at the time of LT's retirement was what, 93? Lott, I think he retired the same year. Had some beasts, Jones, all of those guys, Lane, all of those guys. But at LT's retirement, he was the greatest defensive player to have played. And truly, I still think he is. Like Aaron Donald, I think him and Reggie White are probably the only two who really can challenge. Alan Page, he was a defensive tackle who played for the Minnesota Vikings. He was the first defensive player to ever win MVP. And he was an absolute beast. I believe he has the most block kicks in the history of the NFL. A lot of people think it's Calais Campbell. Alan Page, I believe, has the most. As for the earlier question regarding top 10 kickers, I see I got Dallas said Kareem Hunt. Morton and Gary Anderson, Justin Tucker, Adam Vinatieri, those are like the top four to have ever done it. And then at that point, now you got to consider longevity, consistency, over time. So, because kickers been around for a very long time. Then you have a lot of those four are I think head and shoulders better. Then you have a bit of a revolving door. Because I don't think there's a consensus. Maybe David Akers was very consistent throughout his career. David Akers, Robbie Gould, Jason Elam, Ryan Longwell. That's throwback from my childhood. Phil Dawson, Chris Boswell in his career thus far. Sebastian Janikowski. Was it Steven Jakowski? Is it Jakowski? For the Patriots. He was Gostkowski, that's what it was. Gostkowski for the Patriots. He was very good as well. But I think no, the Grammaticas can pass. The Grammaticas can pass. The Grammaticas were decent kickers, but I don't think they're in that group. Legatron wouldn't break that top 10. Because you almost got to take guys who have the entirety of their careers. And you have some guys who are consistent now, but you got to let it play out. Because I think as a kicker, you have to really establish it by, oh, my God, homie just got fucking black. Was that Juwan Jennings who just got fucking railed? Oh, my God. Buddy got destroyed. Oh, his ribs got to be on fire. God damn. God damn. Oh, shit. Look at the Oh, boy. It didn't even look that bad on the replay. It didn't even look that bad. He just hit the ground terribly. And he wears the rib cage. He wears the rib cage protection too. Ooh, he hit the ground hard. Golly. Yeah, I know that shit hurt. I know that shit hurt. Matt Prater's been very consistent through the years. He's consistently been able to kick incredibly long kicks. Vanderjagt, he was very accurate up until that playoff game when he cost them against the Steelers. Donald is the best defensive player of all time. Not even close. I don't know about not even close. I think you can make the argument for him being the best of all time. Brock Purdy's going to run. Can he get outside? No, he's short. He's short, and now it's decision time. Now it's decision time for Shanahan. What do you want to do? I think in situations like this is where you can consider going for it. This is a situation where you can consider going for it. If I'm Shanahan, I'm keeping the offense on the field. They're going to mark it 4th and 1. Now you go for it. And Juwan Jennings is coming right back in right now. 4th and 7 or less. Go for it or kick. Go. All right. That's what ESPN analytics would say. But now there's a situation where you can say, all right, you're trying to get back. Roberto Aguayo, you better stop it. You better stop it. But all right, here we go. 49ers are going to go for it. What do you got? Purdy's going to throw. Timeout? Timeout comes in from the sideline. Timeout comes in from the sideline. I believe it was Seattle who called the timeout. Al Del Greco. Woo! That is a classic name. Old the Titans. The Titans. Does the analytics ever say punt? Probably, unless if you're on your own side of the field. Because realistically speaking, if you have a competent defense, for all intents and purposes, you should be going for it. Every single 4th down you run into once you pass the 40-yard line of your opposition. The resident Hobbit in the building. How is it going? Happy New Year, little man. Said, what are the top 4 NFL players all time whose talents were wasted due to being on a bad team in order? Okay. But yeah, like I'll answer that. But yeah, realistically speaking, just by if you have a competent defense, the moment you pass the 40 of the opposing team, I should be going for it no matter what oh my God, Purdy's going to take a sack. He gets rid of the ball and nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. What a play. Tried to get Kyle Juszczyk. Didn't work out. They didn't have the protection lined up to take care of Brock Purdy there. Seattle outsmarted them. I think they had 6 in protection and brought 7. How many did they bring? Ah, damn, they put the replay of just the throw. Or I should say just the breakup. They didn't have it over the protection. I think they brought 7. Let me see if I could rewind a little bit because I'm watching on YouTube TV up here, and then I have it on ESPN right here. Let me see how many did they bring? How many did they bring? Oh, I think he got ready to challenge it. Okay. Purdy running. Did they bring 7? Wait, where the fuck? They sent Juszczyk in motion. They had 2 tight ends there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, he dropped back into coverage. Oh, he just couldn't get the block. God damn, the right tackle went down? I think the right tackle went down. Oh, that's brutal. That is, what a rush. No, that's the center. Well, how the hell he end up over there? What the hell? Yeah, the center. Oh, no, McCaffrey tried to step up. Yeah, it was doomed from the start. It was doomed from the start. They didn't stand a chance. They didn't stand a chance. Hell of a goddamn play right there from Seattle, and now they have the football back. But to answer the earlier question, Ciara, how's it going? Happy New Year. To answer the earlier question, from the resident Hobbit, top 4 players all time whose talents were wasted due to being on a bad team. See, for one, I don't want to preference it as a talent being wasted solely because you were on a bad team. Like, for example, Myles Garrett, some would say that his prime was wasted in Cleveland. But what's constituted as a player necessarily being successful? You winning a championship? Because for all intents and purposes, Aaron Rodgers' front office never really gave him a defense, right? Through his tenure in Green Bay like that. The one year that they were competent, they won a championship. So, but if I wanted to go with folks who just don't have titles, Barry Sanders would probably end up being number one in Detroit because you're looking at a guy who, for all intents and purposes, is the greatest running back to have ever played the game. Unfortunately, played in Detroit, lost interest in football due to the constant amount of losing. If you put Barry Sanders in Dallas, no disrespect to Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders is the first and only 20,000-yard rusher. No doubt in my mind. So I would say, yep, Drew Brees in the 2010s, no protection whatsoever. No, not even no protection, no defense at all. Rob Ryan's defenses, literally, Rob Ryan was the type of motherfucker who you needed to have the edit for this joint. Rob Ryan was the dude who you needed to have the edit for this joint. That, like, legitimately, bro. Rob Ryan's defenses were egregious. Absolutely egregious. But I would say Barry Sanders, and I want to go with Super Bowl list guys. Barry Sanders, Dan Marino, because they didn't really give him a damn defense like that consistently throughout his tenure in Miami. Barry Sanders, Dan Marino, Detroit being bottom feeders as well. Calvin Johnson, because Calvin Johnson could have, if you gave him anything that could have been, workable, you could have seen probably a guy who could have contended with Rice, because you're looking at maybe the best built receiver in the history of the game. You could run with the fastest. You can jump the highest. You're taller than everybody. You're stronger than everybody. Like, insane. Myles Garrett, because I think truly Garrett might end up retiring, but maybe top 5 sacks all time. With like the pace that he's on right now, he has no look of slowing down. Sanders, Johnson, Marino, Garrett. I think those four. Joe Thomas, a Hall of Fame career, didn't miss any snaps until what was his final season. Calvin had Stafford. Yeah, but they didn't. That's all that he had. Legitimately, that's all that he had. You had a quarterback that could get you to football. How did Darnold get out of there? How the hell did Darnold get out of there? That's incredible. Who knew that white boy got a little bit of wiggle? Stop playing with him. Midway through the second quarter, Darnold able to get away and get outside. Incredible. See, this is, oh, damn, did he fuck up his knee? He might have just got bopped into an injury. Oh, Lord. Did he get off the ground? What happened? Oh, no, he just hit the ground. Oh, he tried to play it off like he had an injury to his damn leg. Oh, no. There actually is an injury to the leg. I take that back. He actually is down. I thought they was getting back in the huddle. He actually is down. You got to stay, man, you got to keep your contain. No, LaDainian Tomlinson's teams actually were built. If I believe it's Marlon McCree was his name, but I know the last name is McCree. If McCree just fucking listened, they picked off Brady 3 times in the divisional. If McCree just fucking listened, because I believe Marty Schottenheimer went to Quentin Jammer and he said, when you catch the game-winning interception, just go down. That message was relayed to the secondary on the sideline. If you just go down, you go to the AFC Championship to go see Indianapolis. Now, I can't guarantee you would have beaten Indianapolis, but they were rolling. And given that they're going to play Marty ball, if in the event it was a 21 or you will go up by 18 against Indy, LT's just going to be fed to football left and right. It'd have been a very difficult situation to see Peyton and the Colts make a comeback. You probably end up seeing the Chargers go to the Super Bowl, and I think they could have possibly taken the Bears. Like, if McCree just goes down, LT has a championship, or at least an opportunity to play in a damn Super Bowl. Like, literally, if McCree ever walks a street in San Diego, He got to get jumped. Like, there's some things where if this was soccer and McCree's Brazilian, he a hashtag. Buddy on a t-shirt. That's the type of shit that you did what? You caught what would have been the game-sealing interception because they were up by 2 scores. You catch would have been the game-winning sealing interception. Yo, dumbass, trying to get loose. Troy Brown ripped the ball out. They get the ball back, go down and score. You'd have been on a t-shirt. It's like Kyle Williams in San Francisco. Kyle Williams can't catch a punt, NFC champ. Bro, man, if I was the lunatic type fan and I was a Niner fan, bro, I'm looking for your house. You come home from work, I'm on the toilet, fresh, done taking a shit, making sure I don't flush. You gonna have to deal with me for the remainder of your life, bro. Cost motherfuckers a championship. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Like, ain't nothing wrong with losing, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with losing. But when you cost yourself games, man. See, but the thing with Leon Lett is, Leon Lett, the 2 plays where Thanksgiving and the Dolphins ended up winning, what happened at the end of the season? They won the championship. Then on the return touchdown, he gets stripped because Don Beebe didn't give up of the play. But they still won the Super Bowl. So you're able to get forgiven because it's 2 bonehead plays. They may have lost the game against Miami, and they still won the Super Bowl. So both those dumbass plays, the seasons ended with championships and Lombardi's getting held up. So he can get somewhat excused, right? But Mark Andrews dropping the football. Bro, bro. Some stuff is difficult to get forgiven, you know? Oh, they're going to call a face mask? Damn. Marcus Williams in New Orleans, just make the fucking tackle, bro. Well, right side said you just now got the notification. Just now? Golly. All right, 2nd and 11. Pass is caught. Out of bounds goes Barner. 6 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. 7-0 lead right now for Seattle. On the line, the number 1 seed in the NFC and also the NFC West title. Whoever wins this game has all of the advantage in the playoffs. And on top of that, first round bye as well. Given the realignment of the playoff bracket, only the number 1 seeds get buys. So for these teams, they are essentially fighting for a rest week, if you. Darnold's going to have to let loose to the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Jackson Smith-Njigba jumped early, trying to see if potentially he can make a play on the ball and also maybe bait a pass interference, but it did not work out. Hell of a goddamn job there from San Francisco, able to hold on and force a field goal. They could have low-key thrown a flag for a defensive holding, but he didn't actually grab Njigba. He couldn't grab Njigba. Face said, you just got the notification. Damn, it's the second quarter. You got the notification for the live stream? Jeez Louise, man. Carolina got hold by the ref. Nah, Carolina hold themselves. Field goal from Myers, 45 yards. This one's good. This one's good. Sebastian said, hope all is well. We need to call the Rabbit Roverian after what McIntyre did last night. Jim Ross would have said he has no conscience, no heart, no soul, burning the photo. Yeah, but you know what? That 3 stages of hell shit gonna be ass. You wanna know why? They didn't actually make real stipulations. Regular match, street fight, cage match, was it? Weak. Should have been no holds barred, cage match, ladder match. I don't even want the no holds barred. Could have been first blood. Because there's a few that requires blood. Could have been first blood, then cage, then ladder. That should have been first blood. I wouldn't even mind that. Shit weak. There's a big difference between messing up during a playoff game and a Thanksgiving game. Well, I think Thanksgiving, what was on the line for them Thanksgiving? Was that the number one? No, if Leon let didn't happen, yeah, they would have had the number one seed wrapped up. I think that was the same year that Emmitt Smith, they had to win the division on the game against the Giants, and Emmitt Smith dislocated his shoulder. So if they had won in Thanksgiving, they would have already had an opportunity. By the time they made it to week 17, it would have already been wrapped up. Yeah, that's what happened. It would have already been wrapped up. Top Shot said, I can't stand the fans that blame the refs in games that your team just shot themselves in the foot. Yeah. Situations where you can blame refs is like New Orleans versus the Rams in the NFC Championship, albeit Drew Brees threw a terrible interception in overtime. You got the football first, and you choked. However, shouldn't have ever even been in that fucking situation. If the referees throw the flag like they were supposed to, now you're in a spot where, you're going to the Super Bowl. You got Brees, Brady, and fucking Super Bowl 53, but that's a situation where I say, hey, you could go, call on some refs. Jesse James touchdown, getting reversed, and then ultimately Ben throwing an interception. I could sit there and I say, hey, refs. I'm not a big fan of that. Will there be another casket match? Maybe at one point, but I just don't know. King Lazy in the building. What's going on? Cowboys versus Lions in the playoffs at Jerry World. Oh, shit, yeah, they playing week 19, bro. Tune in, get your tickets. Pull up to the game. Ain't nobody going to be there. They're eliminated! And they're in the Death Note, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Raw. I'll be in attendance this Monday, live from the Barclays Center. Football. Oh, it's Adonis! They're going to bring out the Niners to the 40. Myers is fucking up. Myers missed a field goal earlier. This time around, the ball bounces out of bounce. It's going to bring him to the 40-yard line. Illegal procedure. Short field for the Niners. They got to put points on the board here. All right, here we go. 5:19. McCaffrey only got 3 touches. Is crazy. Purdy dumps all. Oh, wow. The super loss right there. They just got the ball to Kittle for the first time, and they went all the way back. First reception, loss of like 7. That is terrible. Loss of 7. I'm gonna bring back the split in the middle to the commentary. Oh, we got some Caribbean folks in the chat. That's a good question. I don't know. I have to actually transfer all the sound bites from the laptop. I have to transfer all the sound bites, so it should be making a return. It's just a matter of when. Purdy over the middle got McCaffrey. Only gain of about 4. It's gonna be a 3rd and long. Maybe a gain of 5. Yeah, the Niners are struggling. The Niners are struggling. 3 stages don't matter. Cross Rhodes is going to retain. Well, Legion of Boom 2.0. I don't know about all that just yet. Shout out to my Jamaican and Haitians. All right, let's see what he got. Purdy on the move. 2 men is down there. Robinson and Jennings were there. Jennings able to hold on to the football. That's going to be a first down. This drive continues. That would have been bad. It would have been very bad if he was not down there. But he's down there, and they're moving the chains. They was about to be in trouble. It'd have been a bad situation if nobody was down there. All right, here we go. They're now inside San Francisco territory. There's the handoff. Oh, Brian Robinson, positive yardage. That's about a gain of 5. They might give him 6. Gain of 5. They might give him 6. Mac Jones saved their season. I mean, hell, he did. He did. He played very well. I'm curious if somebody's going to overpay to get him on their squad. That would be interesting. But they gave him 6. They go right back. Oh, shit, no protection at all. They got to go back. Oh, there it is. Kittle able to go and get the first down. Hey, yo. Kittle able to go and get the first down. Gets back all the yardage that he lost. That should probably bring him back to 0 yards. 2 receptions, 0 yards. Alexander said you low-key take Mac Jones over Baker right now. Matt Patun said 3 days in, most questionable I've seen thus far. Most questionable. What you mean? Questionable. 2 minutes left. They're going to go to the 2-minute warning. Did I watch SmackDown yesterday? Yes, I did. If the Ravens win, Steelers are on the death note, send them to Lee Cancun. And Steelers win, the Ravens will be in Lee Cancun and the death note. Indeed. It will be an experience to see who is going home. Seattle needs to stop right now. Well, I would say the Niners need to score. Because Seattle, at least, they're in a good spot at the moment. Kit Wilson's new theme is actually nice. I mean, we'll see. Helmet, Adonis? Where is my helmet? Oh, it's downstairs. What if the Steelers and the Ravens tie? The Steelers win. They have a better record. So if they tie, the Steelers are going to the playoffs. If they had the same record, then things can get interesting. But the Steelers have a better record. The Steelers are 9-8 right now. Oh, pardon me. They're 9-7 right now. The Ravens are 8-8. So if both of them tie, the Steelers win. I think some folks think they have the same record, but they don't. Bucks about to blow up the whole defense anyway. MDJ Patun said, what do I think is the best way to fix Priest? Book him strong. He got the W. That's great, but you have to book him strong to get him back into the world the world title picture. They haven't necessarily booked him very strong, and they haven't really given him great stories. Because you low-key could forget Mans was even world champion. Like, there's a guy who you had cash in at WrestleMania, and now what? He's wasting his time with inconsequential things. KT Chris said, for what it's worth, you would have gave the kidney, your kidney to my homie. Wait, I appreciate that, man. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, because it has been tough. All right, here we go. They're going to hand it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to try to cut. Nowhere to go with the football. Nowhere to go with the football. Most career receptions in 49er history. Oh, wow. George Kittle just passed Terrell Owens for second all time. What do you know? By the way, if you have Jerry Rice's career just in San Francisco, he's still the greatest wide receiver of all time. Don't even count everything he did after fucking 36. Oh, wow, a little bit of trickery. They got to go right back to McCaffrey. He's able to get out of bounds and pick up 6. Joe Burrow about it. Nah, that's not happening. I don't think folks is leaving for really. If it's 2 more years of them not performing very well, I think there could be a situation where maybe his contract would, you know, he wouldn't renew. Third and 3. Ah, shit, Purdy's in trouble. He bought. Oh, wow. How does nearly escapes, but they got him. He's going down for a sack. I think that was Reed that got him. They got to kick a field goal now. I think a timeout should come in from Seattle, stop the clock, so maybe you could get something with the football back. You get something with the football back.
Suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
How excited am I
You
for
don't
tomorrow?
find
I'm not
that
very
suspicious?
No
I'm
one
not very
important to
excited.
raid my stream with 2 viewers.
Matt Batoon said, questionable acts I've seen so far in society in the last three days? I don't know. Truly, I haven't really been paying attention, to be quite honest with you. I'm trying to figure out my emotions. Important in the building. What's going on? Eddie Pinheiro, field goal coming up, 48-yard attempt. Jersey's got to be laced with kryptonite. Well, field goal from Pinheiro. Got it. Niners are on the board. MDJ put 5 on, said, you think Black should go to Monday Night Raw, take over the Judgment Day from Finn, leading to a feud with Black and Finn? That's foolish. Why would he go and take over the Judgment Day? He already left the group. In fact, got kicked out of the group. That'd be dumb as hell. Go back and, I'm going to take back that's a step backwards. He already feuded with Balor. You living in 2024. In fact, Balor cost him the title. There's no reason for him to go backwards. Zach Taylor's a Burrow merchant. Well, at best, he got 1 more year. At best, if Burrow's healthy all year next year and they miss the playoffs again and they don't actually go and perform well, it's over. It's over. Oh, you said Black. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought you meant Priest. I'm tripping. Yeah, but Black shouldn't go and take over the Judgment Day either. That's foolish because now the Judgment Day is going from leader to leader. It's Balor's group. Sorry about that. I thought you meant Priest. Yeah, but still, it's the same thing. I think it's a step back. Black should be by himself. How many times are you going to put this, going from a faction, then you end up using a faction in AEW, now you're going to go in WWE in a faction? I don't think that's necessary. I thought you meant Priest for a second. I thought you meant Priest. But yeah, it's a step back for Black too. That's my bad. It's a step back for Black too. Oh, winners might not come back. Winners might not come back. Trick Williams rocking the fur. Yeah, he looks like $1 million. He's cooking. All right, 1 minute left to go here in the half. What do you got, Seattle? Darnold got time. Oh, no, he doesn't have time anymore. I thought he had time. He didn't have time anymore. Elijah for 5 1 second. I named the best coach from every team throughout NFL history. No, I can't. I can't. Best coach from every team throughout NFL. I that's something I can't do. Yeah, that's something I can't do. Because if I was to look at not rosters, but let me see. If I open ESPN right here, and I would just look at teams. Darnold got to dump it off. Barner down. Yep, that's going to be the end of the half. They're not going to go. Why would you even go run up and spike it? Just go to the end of the half. That's it. End of the half, 7-point lead. All right, so best coach each squad. So Denver, Shanahan, Patriots, Belichick, Jacksonville, Coughlin, Pittsburgh, Noel, Texans, Who the fuck was their coach during the mid 2000? O'Brien? O'Brien? Kubiak was coaching before he got to Denver. I think he was coaching Kubiak, O'Brien. O'Brien or Kubiak? I'll probably say O'Brien. The Chargers, Marty. I'll always be a Marty guy. Marty. The Bills, Levy. Colts. Colts. See, that's tricky because you also have the history of the Baltimore Colts. If you have the history of the Baltimore Colts, that now opens up the door to have Shula, as well. So I think I will go. Well, then again, under Dungy, they probably won the most under Dungy. So I'll go Dungy. Ravens, Harbaugh. Sorry, Billick. Harbaugh. Dolphins, Shula. Bengals, Lewis. Well, who the fuck was a coach in the 80s? Who's the Bengals coach in the 80s? I don't know the name of their coach in the 80s. Oh, I'm bugging. Weish? No, it was Weish. Who coached them first? Was it Weish for both? It might have been Weish for both. It might have been Weish for both. But yeah, I think Weish. Chiefs, Reed. Hank Stram as well, but Reed. Browns. Who would I put in front of Marty for the Browns? I can't remember the Browns coach Paul Brown. I'm tripping. Paul Brown. Paul Brown. And then for the Bengals, I believe Paul Brown also went over to the Bengals, but did he coach or was he just the owner? Because Paul Brown he's the Browns. But did he coach the Bengals or did he just own the Bengals? But if he also coached the Bengals, then Paul Brown. But that's neither here nor there. Paul Brown for the Browns. For the Titans, Jeff Fisher. Well, then you have the history of the Oilers. So what I want to put, Bum Phillips. Jeff Fisher. Raiders, John Madden. Flores also, won 2 championships with him, but John Madden. Now in the NFC, Seattle, Pete Carroll. I was thinking if maybe I'd have Holmgren in front, but no, Pete Carroll. Chicago, Hallis. Philly, Reed. Philly is still Reed. Doug Peterson and Sirianni won championships, but Philly is still Reed. They would have to jump to pass Reed. Tampa's still Gruden. I still would go Tampa Gruden. Arians came in, but then Arians' tenure was kind of short. And Bowles underachieved. I would still go Gruden. Niners is Jesus Christ. Keep now Weiss is stuck in my head. Oh my God, the wizard. Walsh. There we go. Walsh. Bill Walsh. Rams. It'll end up being McVay. Rams will end up being McVay because I actually would say McVay now. I think he jumps old man, not Mike Martz, before Mike Martz. They won the championship together. He was always crying. Fuck. Dick Vermeil. Yeah. So I'd go McVay now. Packers, Lombardi. Vikings. Who I want to put in front of Green? Oh, I'm bugging. Shit, he won a gang of games. Oh my God, he coached in the 60s and the 70s. He died, I believe. Oh shit. Fuck was his name? It's gonna come to me. He won a gang of games. Son of a bitch. Oh my God. Vikings coach in the 70s. But Grant? Bud Grant? I don't think his first name was Bud. Was the last name Grant? I don't know. Oh, Bud Grant. All right. I know a little bit about history. All right, Bud Grant. Bud Grant. Yeah, Bud Grant was the name. Yeah, I know he played. He coached. Then they went to 4 Super Bowls. They lost all of them. Brutal. Not in a row like the Bills, but there's that. Detroit. God, Detroit really doesn't have like what? Maybe Fontes? No. Dan Campbell at this point has given them their highest heights in the Super Bowl era. Really, NFC Championship, division titles, but Detroit really doesn't have one. I'll just go Wayne because he drafted Sanders.
Skeltic is now
I'll say
following.
Wayne because he drafted Sanders. William giving out gifts. I appreciate you. We almost done. Cowboys, Tom Landry, Panthers.
Diesel_Mac is now following.
Riverboat Ron. Go with Riverboat Ron. John Fox was also a very good coach in Carolina. We'll go Riverboat Ron. John Fox, Riverboat Ron. One of the two. One of the two. Cowboys, Tom Landry. Falcons. You have Reeves. Jerry Glanville with what would have been the greatest defense to have ever played. But unfortunately, the offense was absolute ass with his 77 grits blitz. But Falcons. Do I want to go Reeves or do I want to go Quinn? I'll go Reeves. Saints, Peyton. Commanders, Gibbs. Cardinals. You can argue. I would say Arians. For the Cardinals, I think I would say Arians. And for the Giants, Parcells. No, Jimmy Johnson a better coach in Dallas than Tom Landry? Really? 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 Jimmy Johnson coached from 88 to 93. Jimmy Johnson better than Tom Landry? He got a ring. So does Tom Landry. He's dead 29 years. Jermaine Patuan said, really want Indy in the Natty just to hit Mendoza. Yeah, it's gonna be a good stream when they play. But that answers the question.
Mendoza!
MDJ put 5 months at Marriage Carrion was in WWE Black and Cross as a tag team. Jimmy has 3. Jimmy only has 2. He only has 2. He wasn't there in 95. He wasn't there in 95. That was a Barry Switzer. Jimmy had to step down and retire. He left, went to Fox, then came out of retirement to go and coach in Miami. Then he retired again. Jimmy was better than Landry during Landry's last year in Dallas, but not even the coach. Landry's last year in Dallas was, I think it was Landry who went 1-15, and then they canned him, and then in came Jimmy. But come on now, what are we doing? Jim Caldwell, the Lions coach. Yeah, I mean, they did have some 9-7 seasons under Caldwell. There's that as well. Bro, folks be forgetting, man. Y'all better stop it. I ain't no super historian, right? But I know a little bit. Love Coughlin, but Parcells is better. Parcells is 100% the coach. The coach. Because I don't want to take away from, championships, and I've said this time and time again, but as it pertains to them Giants teams in the 2000s and early 2010, bro, the media, and there's the power of the media, they made it seem like Eli was like this super god in the playoffs. And bro, if you go back and you watch the games, again, 2011, I'll give him all the credit. He was balling the whole season. That was his best season of his career. But bro, he went to the playoffs 4 times in his whole career. 15 years he played. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. 6 years in his career, he went to the playoffs. They won the division 4, 8. No, 2007, because they were at home when they played. No, they were in the wild card. They didn't. They won from the 5 seed. So 8 they won the division. 11 they won the division. 15 they won the division. They only won playoff games in the 2 years. They went one and done in the other 4 times. They were never like Tom Coughlin's teams were like tough down the stretch, and they were competitive here and there. But bro, Parcells' teams were different, bro. Like, no, it wasn't always Eli's fault. But the way that because of who they beat, like that's why I always say, you can't make an argument for how great a player is if the entire argument got nothing to do with him and who he played against. Like the whole argument for Eli and the Giants is the Patriots and Brady. That's literally it. They don't be talking about like the fourth quarter comebacks that Eli was able to go and engineer because he was a clutch player here and there, right? Don't get me wrong. He was able to go make some plays here and there. I'm not going to take that away from him. But the entire argument is always, they took down the undefeated Patriots. They beat Brady twice. The whole argument is about Brady. Like your whole argument, a whole other man. Like, what are we doing? Nick Foles, a Hall of Famer. That's why you got to stay away from arguments about the Hall of Fame with people who just want to weigh all of the rings on a player. It's a fucking team effort in football. It's very, very rare that you have situations where you can just see a full-on virtuoso performance from one player. You'll be able to name some, but you have to remember, in the history of the game, the NFL is now 105, 106 years old, right? The Super Bowl is going into year 60 this year. Every single year, you have anywhere between from when it was 12 games to 14 games to 16 games to now 17 games. You've got over 16 games per week. Multiply that by the entire duration of the regular season. Variables of bye weeks. Then the playoff game, bro, you have less than maybe 50, maybe anywhere between 50 and 100 games where you had a singular virtuoso performance where motherfuckers took over the goddamn game. It's incredibly rare. It's a team effort. Everybody got to do their 111th. Matt Patuan said greatest player ever of every franchise. And then 1205 for life with top 5 defensive coordinators in NFL history. Belichick and oh my God, this man fumbled the goddamn, and now he's going down at the 12. That's just terrible. Belichick and Spagnuolo would probably end up being 1 and 2 because those guys were something. And then furthermore, Dick LeBeau, Landry as well, because he was on the staff. I believe it was Shula had it was Shula offensive coordinator, Landry defensive coordinator, and then whoever the fuck was at the head of the 58 Colts in the greatest game ever played, because I believe there was 3 Hall of Famers who was on staff from head coach to offensive defensive coordinator. It's maybe it was Shula who was actually the head coach of that squad. Who the fuck was It escaped. No, I can't remember. But some beasts during that period of time. J Rock Batum said best football movie ever made in my opinion. Best football movie. I can't watch Friday Night Lights till this day. Because my final game in high school literally played out like it did in the movie. So that's very tough for me to watch. Christian McCaffrey's going nowhere. Gain of only 1. The second half is underway, by the way. Remember the Titans was always a very good watch. Olivia said Tom Grossi rated the PPP podcast on YouTube. Oh, really? How cool is that? Shout out to Tom Grossi, a man of the people. Jeremy said, is it ring culture or just the name of the game? It's 100% ring culture because now folks is attributing greatness solely to people who won rings, but were they actually sustainable greatness throughout the entire season? Like, remember, this is one singular season. You could be a motherfucker who win a goddamn champ. Like, for example, Cam can ride that MVP season forever, right? But then now, let's just say if he had won the championship, he would have been in Hall of Fame, all this other. But, bro, if you really look at it contextually, in the entire duration of Son's career, now, albeit, was he a game changer? 110%. I think I don't like the people slandering Son's name. But outside of that year, everything else was slightly above average. And then as for Matt's question, we'll see if we could revisit that. Pass over the middle, caught by McCaffrey. Not enough for a first down, but picks up 8. Picks up 8. No, Heisman, it's not like the NBA. So everything you did in college doesn't matter when you make it to the NFL. In the NBA, it's NBA Hall of Fame, so then college gets taken into account. But in football, that's not the case. All right, 2nd and 3. Brian Robinson back in the game here. Purdy's going to throw. Got a man open. That's going to be a catch by Kittle. First down. First down. Now, to answer the question you asked, best greatest player for every franchise was asked. So, Denver, Elway, Patriots, Brady, Jacksonville, Taylor. It is just like off the top of my head. I'm going to try to breeze through this because the game is back. Taylor, Steelers. That's a tough one. Steelers in Green. Texans, it's between Watt or Johnson. We'll go Watt. Chargers, Tomlinson. Bills, Smith. Or Tom's. You could go Thurman Thomas as well, but I'll go Bruce Smith. You can even go O.J. Simpson. Colts, Manning. Or you could go Unitas. Freeney, Mathis. Oh, damn. Down goes Purdy on the sack. It's going to be a 3rd and long. Ravens, Lewis or Reed or Ogden. Dolphins, Marino. Bengals, Johnson. Chad Johnson. I'll go Chad Johnson, or you could go Anthony Munoz, but I'll go Chad Johnson. I'll go Anthony Munoz. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Well, I mean, he's already in the Hall of Fame. Chiefs. You got Derek Thomas. But it's going to be I mean, shit. You can make an argument Mahomes right now. That man's got 3 championships. I mean, shit. He might be the greatest Chief I'll ever play. Yeah, you might go to Mahomes. Got Tony Gonzalez as well. You might go Mahomes. 3rd and 13. Incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Browns. Jim Brown. Titans. If you don't take into account Houston's history, and carry on like Earl Campbell, Warren Moon, and those guys, it's between Steve McNair and Derrick Henry. Eddie George is up there as well, but Derrick Henry jumped George. I can legitimately make an argument Derrick Henry might be the greatest Titan. You can make an argument that Derrick Henry might be the greatest Titan. Sunset Priest Holmes, you better stop it. For the Chiefs, you better stop it. He was an absolute dog, but come on now. What are we doing? Jets. Namath or Curtis Martin, but probably Namath. Revis as well. You could actually make an argument for Revis. I think probably Revis. Most prominent is Namath, but I'd probably end up saying maybe Darrell Revis. Darrell Revis or Curtis Martin, but I'd probably say Darrell Revis.
00
Raiders.
is now following.
You have Hendricks. You got Stabler, Brown, Tim Brown for the Raiders. Seattle. Greatest Seahawk. Said Hasselback is crazy. Sean Alexander, what are we doing? Steve Largent. Steve Largent would be my greatest Seahawk. Bears, Butkus, Urlacher, Tillman, Singletary, but I'll probably go Butkus or Hester as well. But I'd go Butkus. Eagles, Benaric, pardon. You got Benaric, you got Dawkins. I'd probably end up going Dawkins. I really love Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins. Tampa Bay, Barber, Lynch, Sapp, Rice, Brooks. I'd probably go Sappy. Actually, no, Barber. He never left. Barber. Allstott. But Barber. Niners, Rice, Montana, Young, Lott. Greatest Niner. I mean, Montana, of course, but Jerry Rice, Los Angeles Rams, Warner, Falk, Bruce, Holt, Aaron Donald, Packers, Don Hudson has the highest peak, but Favre, Rodgers, but I'd say Don Hudson. Nobody was more dominant in that uniform. Don Hudson. Vikings, Page, probably Alan Page, Randy Moss, Alan Page, Randy Moss, but I'd say Page. Lions, Barry Sanders, Carolina, Steve Smith, Cowboys, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Randy White, Bob Lilly, DeMarcus Ware, but I would probably go either Randy White or Emmitt Smith, but I'd say Emmitt Smith. Atlanta Falcons, Deion Sanders. New Orleans Saints, Cameron Jordan or Drew Brees, but Drew Brees. Commanders, you can put anybody on that old line for the Hogs. But Commanders / Redskins, maybe Riggins. Potentially Riggins. All right, what do you got here? 2nd and 8. They're going to have to screen it. Dump off to Kenneth Walker. He's outside. First down. Inside. Niner territory. Doug Williams, no. Commanders. Shit, Trent Williams. Yeah, somebody on the line. Yeah, there's somebody on the line. Yeah, no, Darryl Green. I'm bugging. Yeah, Darryl Green. I'd go Darryl Green. Because brother played, 20 years? Darryl Green. Cardinals, Fitzgerald, and then the Giants, Lawrence Taylor. So that answers your question. Slinging Sammy Ball. Yeah, but Darryl Green. Hainsworth. See, this is your problem. Kenneth Walker, where's he going? Oh, wow, he ends up spinning off of somebody, and they still pushing him. But they blew the whistle. It's not going to be enough for a first down. But he spun off of somebody. He spun off of somebody. We're midway through the third quarter. This is a very lengthy drive here. What else? Michael Thomas. My ankle. He needs another leg. Wait, Miley Cyrus to return as Hannah Montana for a 20th anniversary one-night only concert. Well, better not be during the World Cup. I will be in attendance. No prime for 49ers and them Cowboys. No. You there for 1 year. I'm not going to you for 1 year. That's like saying to Brady, the best buck of all time.
Match advisor just
Matt giving out
5
gifts.
subs.
You don't find that suspicious.
Match Pfizer gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Enzio, what's going on? Oof. Oh, boy. A big boy is down. That fat dude kind of looked like Donald Penn. Yeah, W. Matt. World Cup highlight comment? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. At best, you'll have it on Patreon, but absolutely not. FIFA gave me a strike in 2018, and the video was unlisted. I'm not playing them games. I am not playing them games. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. Fucked up. Not happening. Frankie put 5 on and say, hey, Chiseled, happy 2026. You're chatting amongst Football Fantasy League. What would get to help the Broncos, a veteran QB or wide receiver? O-line is solid. Well, they're rolling with Bo Nix. He's playing good football, so I wouldn't under any circumstance say get rid of him for a veteran QB. Adding an additional wide receiver could definitely help. Cortland Sutton is very, very solid. He is getting older, but I think he's still a very capable wide receiver. I think if you were to add another one to the group, because Mims is cool, Franklin's cool. There's one more, but the name's escaping me. They got a good core, but if you bring somebody else in there, that can really help them out. I think the defense is very solid. Also, the running game, if they had like a solidified number 1 back, I like RJ Harvey. And Dobbins, I believe he got hurt, constantly find himself getting hurt or something of that nature. But if you got that going, then you're in a good spot. I think the tight end room is all right. Bronco fan is in the chat. He probably could let you know. But yeah, another wide receiver could definitely help him out. Is Warren Sapp the greatest buck? Potentially. But I'd say Rondé Barber. Because Barber stayed there the whole time. Through it all. But that whole defense, you got 5 Hall of Famers. Brooks, Sapp, Lynch, Barber, and Simeon Rice will get in really soon. YouTube Adapter said YouTube hold you on the notifications again. You hear? See, I told you guys, YouTube don't be sending out notifications, bro. We've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. We've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. My one gray hair is poking out. You know, Loki, every time I go to the barber, I'll be telling him, like, yo, this gray hair and this gray hair over here, do not cut them. Don't pluck them, don't cut them. Got to leave that son bitch in there. All right, here we go. They're going to try to run it. Charbonnet backwards. Oh, my God. He lost 5 yards. Oh, it's a wrap. They got a punt. They got a punt. They at the 45. Don't even try to go for it, bro. Punt the football. He lost. For 5, I want to say, can I see a coach trade this offseason? Tomlin being traded for Harbaugh. That seems like it's time to give both coaches a new change of scenery, in your opinion. First off, Mike Tomlin to the Ravens, John Harbaugh to the Steelers. That's like Sting in, what was it, 1998? Take off the mask and it's another Sting mask underneath. Bro, what are we doing? They're the same guy. Steelers need to acquire Sanders to save Mike. Nah. Again, we don't have the correct philosophy to be able to even facilitate a growth of a quarterback. It's plug and play, the same problem. That's why I have I don't want to say I have no issue, but when Rodgers came aboard, I said the same thing. It's going to be the same season. What coach do I want for the Steelers? Bill Parcells. Get me an offensive-minded coach, but it's the philosophy. It's not even just the coach. It's the entire philosophy. The organization as a whole has to change. The ownership has to stop doing the same shit. Open up the goddamn checkbook. Start paying folks. Furthermore, GM, start reaching out, making some fucking trades, move some people around. Steve Smith over Julius Peppers. They're both near each other, but I'd probably say Steve Smith is the greatest Panther. You could even make an argument Luke Kuechly could be the greatest Panther. Blue said that Tomlin's 100 times better coach than John Harbaugh because ain't no way he's letting Derrick Henry sit on the fucking bench for the whole quarter. I mean, in his defense, Derrick Henry did score in the fourth quarter, and then after that he benched him. But yeah, I've seen Tomlin lose some games where you're kind of questioning what's going on, especially because Tomlin's a defensive guy. I can't tell you how many times post, Dick LeBeau, where defense is absolutely folded, in the clutch. Who do I have tomorrow? It's really a coin flip. I can't definitively tell you. Of course, I'm going to cheer on Pittsburgh to win the game, but I can't definitively tell you I'm 100% confident they're going to get the W. Oh, Lamar Jackson's playing, and Pittsburgh seems to be his kryptonite. That don't mean a goddamn thing. I don't give a damn about the pass. You got to go out there and get the job done, period. And if the offense don't fucking show up, it's clipped. Not having Metcalf is really, really showing. And Rodgers played a terrible game last game. I can only hope that the future Hall of Famer makes the adjustments, but we'll see. Should have wrapped up the game against Cleveland. J.J. Watt. Best Texan, him or Andre Johnson? All right, here we go. Handoff McCaffrey. He's going nowhere. Let me check on my underdog right now. Am I in the lead? No longer in the lead. I am. Wait a minute. What just happened? What? This joint not here? What's going on? I'm in against you too? Oh, I think something's wrong. Let me close the app, reopen it. 6 minutes remaining here. Oh, there's a pass and catch. Who's that? George Kittle? Nope, that's McCaffrey out the backfield again. McCaffrey's been seeing the football a lot here. The joint logged me out. Better figure out why that is. 3rd and 2. Purdy. Oh, my God. That's not going to be enough for a first down. He caught the ball short. You got to punt. You're 1 yard short. That's not enough for a first down. You 1 yard short. Oh, my God. Purdy threw that son bitch way too doggone high. He threw that ball way too doggone high. You got to keep that son bitch low. Yeah, Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. Yeah, I did. I know you could always rewind back. It's just, and then now you'll lose about 2 minutes of real time, 2 to 3 minutes of real time, but you could always rewind back. Yeah, they got a punt. And Rashid Shaheed gonna fair catch it from the third. That's actually a very good punt. That's a hell of a goddamn punt. He's gonna have to field it from the 31-yard line. That's a hell of a punt right there. Yeah, it logged me out. I gotta figure out what's going on. Why is mine again, Jutsu? I'm logged in on desktop. Let me see where I'm at. See if it ends up loading. Because it logged me out on mobile. I don't know what happened. There's some schemery going on right now. Okay. Let's see. I am losing by, God damn it. I'm down by 0.50 at the moment. I'm down by 0.50 at the moment. I need Darnold and Charbonnet to wake the fuck up here. Kittle's giving me nothing. Golly. Oh, wait, can I swap players? Reset my how can you swap players? Swap ranking. What does that mean? You could just swap somebody? No, I don't think I can. That's not how that works. Yeah, but I'm down right now. Ayuk got paid, didn't put effort for always focusing on sports car, social media. Yeah, he's going to be out of San Francisco next year for sure. He's 100% out of San Francisco next year. Seattle's a second half team. Well, we'll see.
Wap that plug is now following.
All right. Last year, a dud at Detroit. This year, decent start thus far at San Francisco. Let's see how they respond. Get a good carry from Charbonnet. Oh, my God. Darnold fell. Darnold fucking fell on the ground on the handoff. They nearly lost the football. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was almost disastrous. That was almost disastrous. Darnold turned around, tried to get the handoff. Oh, he hit his teammate's leg, and oh, that was about to be very bad. Buddy had the football right in his hands, and he couldn't take it away. Oh, that's got to be pain. You got to recover that fucking football, though. You have to recover that football, though. His foot hit the left guard. His foot hit the left guard, but if you're San Francisco, you got to recover that. Darnold got to get rid of football over the middle, pass incomplete, trying to get Barner, no flag. No, butt fumble. Well, not quite butt fumble because he didn't run into the butt. He got tripped. Yeah, you don't call games before they're over. Remember, this 60 minutes, bro. Like, especially in my streams, I don't tolerate folks who be talking about, man, game done early, bro. Dump off to Kenneth Walker. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Kenneth Walker got a first down. 3rd and fucking 17. This motherfucker got 18 or 19 is incredible. 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 This is the second time he did it. A couple weeks ago, I think he did it against the Rams too. Look at John Lynch losing his mind. John Lynch angry as hell in the booth. Somebody just got cut. And now Darnold down the middle, got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Catch and run, first down there in Seattle territory. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. And now it begins. I'll tell you something right now. These motherfuckers allowed them to go down the field and find the end zone. You about to have a long evening, bro. You about to have a long evening, bro. Legitimately. Like, how do you let that happen? How do you let that happen? 3rd and 17. 17. And now Darnold going to look to go down. Oh, why? He's going to have to dump it off Charbonnet. Nobody's there. My God, he breaks another tackle. That's a first down. They're inside the 25. Oh, my Lord. I think they marked him at the 25. Oh, my God, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. They score here. The Niners is going to really be up against it. Yeah, because he had JSN and ended up jumping his points exponentially. I said exponentially. Exponentially. This game is going to put you in the ER, says Dante. And they got to get a injury slowdown here for the Niners. If JSN caught that in stride, it's a TD. Yeah, most likely. Because he's on the move there. And if nobody back there to stop him, he's gone. If nobody back there to stop him, he's gone. The distance all the way to the end zone. You love seeing the Niners cooked. Yeah, there's more than enough time to see this game close out. If the Hawks score a TD, Dahmer putting the bib on. Well, no, it'd be too soon for that. Only a 2-possession game is not enough to start calling on Dahmer just yet, albeit we're getting ready for the fourth quarter, though. All right, let's see what they got. Darnold sending Walker in motion. Here comes the pressure. Darnold's pass broken up. Incomplete. I thought for a second it was intercepted. But it got knocked down. Hell of a job right there from the big boys up front. Marshawn just cursed on the Manning cast. Well, it's Marshawn Lynch. What else can you expect? That's just how he speaks. All right, 2nd and 10 here. 2nd and 10 here. Motion man, Barner, handoff, Charbonnet, blockers, going nowhere. Another stop. Now it's a 3rd and long. You got to get a stop and hold them to a field goal here. You already saw Mans miss a field goal earlier today. If you hold them right here, it's about a 42-yard field goal, 41-yard field goal. Wonder how many shots of Henny and Skittles he's had so far tonight. I don't know. Probably a lot. Actually, no. They're at the 24, so it'd be, what, a 40-yard field goal, 41? Here we go, 3rd and 9. Don't take no sack. Inside, pass broken up. No flag. No flag. How? Oh, there's the flag. There's the flag. First down coming. First down coming. Flag. First down coming. That's pass interference. That motherfucker was damn near inside Shaheed's chest. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And what's crazy is he ain't even need to do that. $51 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to, oh my God, they about to throw a flag for a face mask too. No flag for the, man, they missed it. They 100% missed the face mask call. They 100% missed the face mask call. The Niners better be counting their lucky stars. They was able to get away because that was 100% a face mask. They just got away with it. They just got away with it. I'm watching on ESPN on the app. All right, they got JSN in motion. Darnold's gonna throw, shovel pass over to Charbonnet. Now Charbonnet picks up a few more yards, and that's the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Damn, I'm going into the end of the quarter down by exactly 2 points. I'm down by exactly 2 points in this underdog battle. Yeah, the game's on ABC, but remember the cable cut, so I don't have ABC. Let me back out. Let me see if I can go on ABC because the cable, it's not reading it from the antenna because the cable cutters, I lost ABC. In fact, I might not still have Fox. Let me see right now. I have Channel 4. Timothy Chalamet is the name. Timothy Chalamet is doing a monologue on Saturday Night Live. I have Channel 5 here. Channel 5 on Fox 5. I'm looking at. I don't have Channel 5 anymore. It literally just cut as we speak. And yeah, 11 is gone. It jumps straight to 11. I said 11 is gone. 7 is gone. It jumps straight to 11. Yeah, the cable cutters are doing their thing. ABC not working. So yeah, that's my situation. New Orleans and Atlanta game's gonna be cinema? Yeah, for the most part. It should be. It should be. I'm looking forward to it. Is the NFL ball not stable in the air, or is kickers in the league missing on purpose? Just asking. No, they're not missing on purpose. They're trying to make every kick. I don't think it would be smart for a kicker to willfully go out there to try to miss a kick. All right. You know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the final period of this game. 15 minutes to decide who's the #1 seed in the conference and sits on the throne in the NFC West. The San Francisco 49ers at home have only been able to muster up 3 points, no touchdowns. The Seattle Seahawks, now with the field goal going through the uprights and good, lead by 10, making this a double-digit deficit for the home club. Can Sam Darnold right his wrongs from last year where he failed to capture the division title and the #1 seed? Can he secure it for Seattle? Or will San Francisco pull off late-game heroics behind Mr. Irrelevant Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy and lead the Niners to the sperm bank with their receipt so they can get their comeback? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth quarter. is the fourth quarter. It is the fourth quarter. It's all on the line. Put up or shut up time. Only one can claim the title of NFC West champion in 2025. Played in 2026. Who will walk away the victor? We shall see. We shall see. The potential Edgar said talks of the Raiders potentially trading Crosby is giving you PTSD of the Mac trade. Makes you bring up the meme of Family Guy on the boat with the mystery box. Got an elite pass rusher. And with the picks, we can get a dud or another elite pass rusher. Yeah, that's the situation. That's the tough thing about being ass. You'll have generational players who ultimately you got to move on from. Marvin, the resident hobbit, back in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the ground. The little man is there. Potentially, the sound of thunder can maybe make him grow. It hasn't worked. He's still short. Said if someone has ever seen my content and I had to recommend 4 of my videos for them to watch so they can learn who I am as a content creator, what would I recommend? Okay, that's a very good video. I should say a very good question. Number 1, the Fat Family commentary. If it was still on YouTube, 100%. That would be 1. Fat Family commentary would be 1. Michael Venom Page, only because that's the most viewed one that I have on YouTube. That would probably be number 2 because I think I'm telling a bit of a story over there. But because it's like 15 minutes of hilarity. But if I were to, you know what? I won't say that one. My eyes are closed because I'm like running through my video library. Fat Family, the Mike Tyson documentary or career retrospect of the 5 videos compiled together. Because I think I was able to tell a bit of a story through there. Those 5. My MTA rant from 2017. That would be number 3. And then ultimately, the first episode of the final season of the Chiseling of the Unchiseled Adonis, where I told my brother I would cover him for the entirety of the year. That would be number 4. So the 5-part series or the compilation, if you will, George Kittle first now, the compilation of the Epic Fighting Championship as well, all of that shit. But the Bus Fair, Fat Family, Mike Tyson, Chiseling of the Unchiseled Adonis, those 4. That's a catch. Why I'm a Steelers and Heat fan? Yeah, but I mean, that kind of giving somebody an idea of my fandom. But I wouldn't say if it's just a random person so they can figure out who I am as a content creator. I don't think that one in particular would get them. 1st and 10 here. Oh, boy, Purdy got to run. 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 He got a first down. Derrick Henry stiff arm, classic video as well. Chris Conti getting stiff armed by Vance McDonald was another one. Oh, my Lord, that shit was hilarious. Fat Family commentary is how you find me. I appreciate that. You know how many people who have no idea it was me? Remember when I pulled up the tweet where I said, yo, somebody 2019 said it was Chico Bean? I said, what? I said 2019, 2018. Somebody said it was Chico Bean who did it. I'm like, there ain't no way. What is the catch in the NFL? Classic. CMC. I actually think George Kittle might have just put me in first place. Yes, he did. I'm up by a point now. Now, a McCaffrey, Kittle, touchdown would have been magnificent. Voodoo coming to a hood near you. Oh, what happened to Murphy? Murphy got fucked up? Oh, he had to leave the game. Oh, he just outside. He got to catch a breath because he's fat. I'm fat. Damn, I got so much fucking alcohol up here. I can't drink shit until March. Oh, another first down. Robinson moving the chains. Uh-oh. Robinson moving the chains, and here come, whoa, what the hell's going on? Jawan Jennings getting ready to fight? The fuck going on over there? What happened to Juwan Jennings? Wait a minute. Hey, one of the referees is turning red. What's going on? Juwan Jennings can't. No, you got to use your head here. I know you already got the playoff clinched, but this he was blocking outside. It's him and Witherspoon over there. I guess nobody wanted to go to the ground. Juwan Jennings ended up going to the ground with Witherspoon, and immediately all the other Seahawks, it looked like they just had him surrounded. I don't think anything else happened. He was just blocking very tough. Okay. I thought we was on the verge of having a little bit of a skirmish, a brouhaha, if you will. Here comes the pressure. Purdy's going down. Got him. Juwan Jennings, first down. That's how you make a play. You got a little bit of a fracas, skirmish, kerfuffle, brouhaha on one sideline, and then the very next play, you make a play on the other sideline. And the Niners are marching down the field. Ooh, this might have actually put my opponent back in front of me. Because he has Jennings, right? Yeah, he got Jennings. He also got Purdy. Give the ball to CMC. First and goal from the 9. First and goal from the 9. CMC, gain of 3. CMC, gain of 3. Ooh, they're inching closer and closer. The Niners inching closer and closer, making things very, very interesting down the stretch. Oh, Hall of Fame was your first. All right, classic videos. Christian McCaffrey needs something here. 6 plays, 64 yards. Niners need a touchdown. Field goal does make it a one-score game, but a touchdown's more optimal. He's going to find CMC. Oh, it's intercepted. Purdy's intercepted. Oh, my God. He threw it behind CMC into the arms of into the arms of Seattle. The pass is picked off. Oh, my God. CMC probably has a touchdown if he puts the ball on the outside. He threw it inside, and it's picked off. Did the ball get tipped? Oh, no, CMC just ain't catch it. CMC just ain't catch it. He certainly throws it behind CMC, but CMC ain't catch it. He couldn't squeeze the football. Ricochets right off of his hands into the arms of the defender. That's not how the white man catch the football. Oh, no. Oh, no. If he just puts that ball outside, CMC probably goes to find the end zone. But CMC's hands, just for decoration, it's intercepted by the Seahawks. Because the man could not catch. Hand off to Charbonnet. He's going nowhere. Oh, my Lord. Somebody tell him.
God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason. God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason.
And please tell me what happened to your hands. Oh, my Lord. You got to be kidding me. That's not how the white man catch the football. That's not how the white man run the football. That's not how the white man finishes a play. Oh, that brother is fucking sweating up there. God damn. Armpit stains crazy. That brother is sweating like crazy in the motherfucking booth. Y'all see how big that armpit stain was? Jesus Christ. Like the size of an aborted fetus. First down, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Seattle's moving the chains. I don't know where that came from. That was crazy. That was crazy. 6 receptions, 84 yards for the JSN network. There's a handoff. Charbonnet's going nowhere. Down. Ooh, that brother ankle just got tweaked. Hopefully he all right. Hopefully he all right. Yeah, he was sweaty as hell. Sam Darnold, third Seahawks QB with 4,000 passing yards and 25 passing touchdowns in the season, joining Geno Smith and Russell Wilson. Joining Geno Smith and Russell, yeah, somebody. So I know some folks who are some sweaters. Like one of my close friends. This brother is a. I promise you, he probably sweat in the shower. He probably sweat in the shower. That brother was always so. I'm like, what's good with you, bro? Sam Darnold's going to have to move. He's on the move, trying to find somebody. No flag for illegal contact. Can't get the first down. He's going to get stopped short of moving the chains, and it's going to be a 3rd and short here. The Niners have to get a stop because at this point, it's not only a race against Seattle, it's also a race against the clock as well. What a brutal blow by that bad pass from Purdy, but still, McCaffrey got to catch that football. Regardless of the bad spot of the football, McCaffrey got to catch that football. Nathan in the building put 14 on it, says, Sakab Fet, Big Zo, as usual. You always see dress class and so icy, like Big Kirko, because of me, you had to go buy that 5-star Babaku. All right. I'm glad you went and you grabbed it. I can't drink any of it until March, but that's neither here nor there. 3rd and 2, Darnold's pass caught. Cooper Kupp, first down.
Gifts. More gifts.
First down. Matt giving out more gifts.
Matchvisor gifted Black_Attack a subscription. Matchvisor gifted a tier 1 sub to Black_Attack. They are given 226 gift subs in the channel.
226 total gifts is crazy, bro. It's spectacular. Holding it down for the community. Jay said after that interception, you jumped on here to say you would love to hear that Halo yoink in the commentary again. Yeah, because everything is on everything's on the other computer. I have to transfer them over. I really have to transfer them over. Like I'm probably for the playoffs. Because tomorrow I might, well then again, but yeah, probably for the playoffs. Because tomorrow the commentary for week 18 is always the final week of the season, I should say, is always compiled together. So it's going to be released on Monday because the Sunday night game is going to be involved. Unless it's like some, well, no, it doesn't even really matter. Everything's going to be in the commentary. So maybe I'll transfer everything over in time. So we'll see. Yoink. '49ers is cheeks. I mean, they're playing against a very good Seattle team. Like it's not like they're playing against the Browns and losing. Pittsburgh. I need network storage. We lose this game, the Purdy hate is going to be so bad on Monday morning. I mean, technically, yes, but then McCaffrey should have caught that pass. It's a bad pass, 110%, but it hit him in the hands. You got to catch that. Funny enough, I still like the Rams in the NFC. Rams, Seahawks, Bears are like my 3 in the NFC, and the AFC is wide open. I legitimately still, till this day, I can't give you a confident answer for the AFC. All right. Midway through this fourth quarter. Let's go. It's all about the U. It's all about the U. Oh, shit. Kenneth Walker just picked up a first down. They need to give this fucking football to Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker just picked up a first down. Yo, the run game is fucking crushing them boys right now. They're in a bad spot. The Niners in a bad spot because that's another first down. And now what are you going to do? He got 122 total yards. Ooh, that just put me back in second place. That 100% just put me back in second place. Yup, that 100% just put me back in second place. This run game is spectacular right now. Run game is working spectacular right now. Niners are in trouble. And, oh, my God, Kenneth Walker, another positive run. Another 10-yard run. Oh, my Lord. They're gashing him right now. The clock is going to it's guaranteed to go under 5 minutes now. They might as well don't even think about throwing the football. Just keep running it. Just keep running it. Now Charbonnet's getting the call now. Just keep running it. Incredible. House said you just got the notification 19 minutes ago. Gee, it's crazy. I posted this shit now. How long ago was it since I posted this joint? There's the play action from Charbonnet. Darnold's going to throw, dump off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet can't make that man miss. He's going down, but the clock continues to move. I posted this, when was it? An hour ago? Yeah, so an hour and some change ago, you just got the notification. That's brutal. That is brutal. Second and 4. The clock is about to go under 5 minutes right after this play. They get a first down. It's guaranteed to hit 3. Charbonnet. Oh, my God. Another fucking first down. They imposing a will all over them. Another first down. Pack them up. If it was for the live stream, you just got the notification. That's even worse. You ain't been the same since it was chilling on the 7th floor. It's about time they pop back. Get that W. I'll tell you right now, I got 2 years of eligibility left. Let me, mortgage paid off, whatever the case may be from there. I got 2 years of eligibility. Let me get enough fuck you money. I don't even really need enough. Just give me enough for 1 semester. Go to the U, just try to walk on. I know damn well I ain't going to make the goddamn team. But give me an opportunity. I might make it seem like it's a sob story type. Man, I always wanted to be able to play for the U and put on the jersey. Oh! Now the pass got ricocheted. Was he in bounds on the interception? That's a pick. But I think he's out of bounds. Oh, he didn't drag the feet. Oh, you fucking nincompoop. Oh, you don't know how to play receiver. His foot, just tap your fucking foot. Just tap your foot. All the momentum was taking him out of bounds. That was a very tough, that's a tough position to be in. Because his foot was already, there was almost, that's a very tough spot. If he played receiver, he'd figure out a way. Oh, my God. He caught a pick, but he was already out of bounds. Oh, I don't know why the fuck they threw the football. That was dumb as hell. But they coming off of a first down, so I guess it's fine. But I don't know why the fuck they threw the football. They should have just kept running. I don't know why they threw the football. You should have just kept running. Remember, you're up by 2 possessions. Why am I throwing the football? Why? You're not just playing to win by way of scoring, of course, at this point. But time plays a role, too. Now they're starting to use their timeouts. If you don't throw the football on first down, they probably hold on to their timeouts and don't end up using it. You could end up bringing that clock under to 3 minutes and some change. Some dumbass shit, bro. Just run the ball. You're in field goal range already. Just run the ball. Don't throw. Run the ball. Be smart, man. They're trying to get Sam Darnold them incentives. What is his incentive? I don't know what it is. But if they are, bro, you got to also remember, you're trying to secure the fucking victory here, bro. Run the ball. Because all the pressure is on the Niners to have to, essentially, it's a 4-down territory for the remainder of the game. You bring the clock further down, then you're good. Okay, so Hannes has said that Sam Darnold has a $1.5 million in incentives on the line right now. Darnold needs 3 touchdown passes to collect $500,000 incentive. He's not getting that. 150 passing yards to collect another $500,000, and needs to raise his current passer rating from 99.2 to 100 to get an additional $500,000. Okay, so here we go. 3rd and 10. Darnold's going to throw. Now he's going to run. Darnold under pressure. He's able to go and find Cooper Kupp. That's a first down. They're down to the 11. Oh, now they can end it right here. They can end it right here. Now Darnold needing 150. He already got it. I think that took him over to secure that 500,000. He's got it. That secures the 500,000. He's got it. Because he was already over. He has 198 right now. But he has no touchdown pass. So forget about that 1.5 million forget that first 500,000 there. As for the passer rating, His passer rating right now is 97.9. I don't know if that would raise up to 100. I think he would probably need a touchdown to go and raise it, but he's not getting that first 500. He's not getting the first 500,000, but he's certainly got another half a million coming his way. So congratulations to Sam Darnold, but just give the ball to Charbonnet for obvious reasons and lock this sumbitch up for me. I am down by 0.20, bro. I'm down by 0.20 right now. Oh, Lord. The pressure. Give the ball to Charbonnet. Score a touchdown, Charbonnet. Score a touchdown, Charbonnet. Score a touchdown, Charbonnet. I'm down by 0.20. Ooh, come on. Open up 2026 with a W. Charbonnet able to pick up some positive yardage right here. What does that give me? Oh, my Lord. This is tough. My opponent got 45.22. I got 45.2. Golly. Talk about tough. This is what happens when you're sports betting. Gambling's not good for your soul. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, Lord. And what does he have? He got Purdy, Jennings. I got Kittle, McCaffrey. The moment that they end up switching. Okay. Damn. Kenneth gave him 17. Charbonnet gave me 17. That's so funny. We'll see how it plays out. It always comes down to the wire indeed. 2nd and 7. Charbonnet still in this game here. Darnold throwing a touchdown to Charbonnet would really be beneficial. Handoff Charbonnet. Can he make somebody miss? Good spin move. Positive yardage again. But don't throw no touchdown. Don't throw no ball. You're not going to get that 3 touchdowns. Positive yardage. Hey, the Niners, tough spot here. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Brandon said you never understand why teams take timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Now you're out of timeout. San Francisco, I don't even do that shit. It matter. No, it depends. If you have a 3rd down situation and you can use the timeout, it conserves time. The reason why you don't want to use the timeout solely on the south side of the 2-minute warning is you lose and sacrifice time. That's time that you could get back if you get the stop. If you don't get the stop, it ends up really shooting you in the foot. Hand off to Charbonnet. He's going to score. Oh, my God, Charbonnet, you fucking lack of vision bastard. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, my Lord. It was open for Charbonnet, too. Just keep running forward, you dummy. Oh, 4th down. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I think they're keeping the offense on the field. It's already a 2-possession game. They're going to need to score a touchdown and potentially a field goal, too. Situation like this, I say go for it. I 100% say go for it. I 100% say go for it. They're going to see if they could draw them off sides. I don't think they're actually going to snap it. Don't jump. Don't jump. Nobody jump. They'll take the delay of game and kick the field goal. No, they call timeout. Oh, no, they took the delay of game. So now they're going to kick that field goal. Oh, take the points. Take the points, make it a 13-point lead. No timeouts for San Fran. So here's the situation. Touchdown, onside kick, recover, touchdown. That's the only way you win this game. J. Riz Paten on it said, just wanted to give you a shout out, man. Been watching you since 2016. Good Lord. Favorite videos of Nick Folk and the other kicker jokes, as well as the Lion joke reel. Juke reel, or the Lion Juke reel. Okay. God got you. Oh, I appreciate you. This motherfucker doinked. He doinked from 25. Are you serious? What? The field goal on length of a goddamn fingernail, and you doink from there? Pack him up, bro. Pack him up. Confiscate his leg right now, bro. Confiscate his leg. There must be lightning that just struck the stadium. There must be lightning that just struck the stadium. Are you kidding me? Somebody take his foot. Take his foot right now. You got to be kidding me. This man decided to become a Doinkosaurus Rex. Turned into Cody Pocket. It's 2016. Pardon me, it's 2026. This motherfucker done turned into Cody Pocket. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with you? Man just put 10 on it and said his favorite thing was the kicker jokes, and you just gave an opportunity to have some motherfucking kicker jokes. It's 2026. Your foot's still trapped in 2025. Myers, what's wrong with you? They need to call Michael Myers to come and beat your ass, confiscate your leg, take your cleat, and shove it down your throat. They need to stick a foot straight up your ass, because clearly you don't know how to use your feet. You doinking chip shot field goals? Are you kidding me? Motherfuckers don't even doink from that distance in Madden. What's wrong with your ass? Are you crazy? This most likely going to take it to the end of the to the 2-minute warning. They're not going to get a snap off in time. Are you serious? I'd rather get photographed at Epstein Island, not really, than have you as my kicker. What part of the game is this? Jason Myers, put your motherfucking head back down. I'd rather be on the other end of an explosive in Venezuela right now than have you as my kicker. I'd rather share a cell with R. Kelly than have you as my kicker. You got a better chance not getting peed on as a urinal that looks like a teenage lady around Robert Kelly than having you make a kick on a fucking Saturday night. This man is terrible. You kidding me? Seahawks trying to win division, not you. You got money, 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 money on the Niners. Investigate Myers expeditiously. What's wrong with him? What is wrong with him? The fuck? You missing 25-yard field goals? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? By the way, sad news for Christian McCaffrey. He will not get that 1,000 this year. He's not going to get that 1,000. He's going to end the season unless he goes for like a, how long of a touchdown would he need? Like 70 some yard touchdown. He needs 110 yards. He has 34. He's not going to get the 1,000. It's not happening. Sad days for you, brother. Am I in first place? I am. I'm up by 2. I'm up by 2. So as long as Brock Purdy doesn't throw no, super fucking pass over to Jawan Jennings, I should be all right. I should be all right. I'm in first place right now. I'm trying to win a little bit of money. But Jason Myers, put your motherfucking head back down. Goddamn bum. What's wrong with him? Gotta be kidding me. Game on the line. It's time to be clutch. Yo, dumbass. Selling. Have I been to Carolina? If so, do I know any food spots out there? Because you're about to be in town out there for 2 weeks. I've been to both the Carolinas, but I was only in North Carolina literally for 1 day, and I was in South Carolina for maybe about like 4. I think it was 4 days. I was out in South Carolina, but I can't give you a suggestion because I didn't spend enough time out there to be able to give you a recommendation. Passes broken up, looking for George Kittle, no flag, and now it's 4th and 6. This is it. Game on the line right here. Nathan Bafavo said, as a Seahawks fan, you'd rather not be harsh on them. Since they have a 10-point lead. If the Seahawks win, I'll let off the hook. Doinking unacceptable. No, the positive is you're in a good spot, but under no circumstance should you even give them a chance. Here it is, 4th and 6, game on the line right here. You miss, game over because they got no timeouts. You just pretty much 3 knees. This game is done. Here we go. Brock Purdy, division on the line, under duress. He got blasted. No flags on the field. This game is over. Oh, Purdy is still down. That's not good. Purdy is still down. This is not good. But pass incomplete. The Hawks are going to win the division. And the number 1 seed. Oh, shit. Purdy is still down. That's not good. That's not good at all. Purdy is still down. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Purdy is still down. Purdy is still down. He got blasted. I think that was Leonard Williams who came off the edge. and hit him. Was there helmet-to-helmet contact? Oh, he got hit from behind and then in the front. Oh, Lord. He got hit from behind and in the front. Hall came around, hit him right there in the back, and then he got hit in the front. He went down. His head got contacted as well. Oh, no, he got hit in the back. Ooh, that could be the spine. I hope he's all right because, Purdy missed some games earlier this year with a little bit of turf toe. But that's it for the game. It's over, bro. 3 knees. This game is done. Oh, his thumb is bleeding on the throwing hand. Oh, geez. He seems fine. He just came off the field here. Purdy just got shaken up a little bad. He's going into the blue tent, but there's no need to go into the tent. Might as well go into the locker room because the Seattle Seahawks take care of business. And they're going to win not only the division, but the #1 seed back-to-back years. Sam Darnold, 14 wins. Truly, how many quarterbacks have done that in NFL history? How many quarterbacks in NFL history have had consecutive 14-win seasons? Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. And now, Sam Darnold. Wow. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. There it is. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. The short list. Actually, I don't think it's Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had consecutive 13-win seasons. He only had one. He had 2 14-win seasons. They weren't next to each other. Yeah, I think it might only be Tom Brady. It might only be Tom Brady with consecutive 14-win seasons. Because Brady went 14, 2003, 2004. Did Montana ever have? Yeah, it might just be Tom Brady and Montana had a 14-1 season. No. It might just be it. Brady and Darnold, the only 2 14 consecutive win seasons, and the Niners lose at home. And you know what's hilarious? Green Bay has to take on either the Bears or the Eagles, right? The Rams have to take on Bears or the Eagles. I don't think anybody has faith in Carolina or Tampa to take down San Francisco unless if Purdy's not there, even if Mac Jones is there potentially, you still would have confidence in San Francisco, right? I don't think anybody really thinks that Green Bay is going to win. Outside of Packers fans, of course, and not having Micah Parsons, depending on what happens with Jordan Love, we'll see. But let's just say Green Bay were to lose, right? It's on the Rams ultimately to go and get the job done. But if the wild card teams lose, they're gonna have to run this back in 2 weeks, but in Seattle. No. Peyton went 13-3 back to back. I'm saying 14 years. I said 14 wins. Peyton went 13-3 back to back, not 14. Because remember, it's 14-2 when it was a 16-win season. Peyton went 13-3, 13-3. Brady went 14-2, 14-2 in 2003 and 2004. Peyton went 13-3, 13-3 in 13-3, 13-3, 12-4. Nathan for 5 will say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's official. The road to the Super Bowl 60 goes through Seattle. Franchise record, 14 wins indeed. Hell of a goddamn job from Seattle, taking care of business. Division champions win on the road to take down the San Francisco 49ers. Nathan Batum said, how about that Seahawks defense tonight? They were cooking. They were absolutely cooking. NY legend Batum said, Jason Myers, put your motherfucking head back down indeed. Death Note time. What you mean Death Note time? D-Lo said Death Note time. San Francisco's just in the wild card. They're not eliminated from playoff contention. What you mean Death Note time? We're going to find, well, Death Note time in the playoffs, of course. But all I know is tonight, the 49ers would have to take out their Metro. Well, the Metro card's now dead. Take out your Omni card? What do? Hop the turnstile. Well, actually, this. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to figure out how to deliver this. Well, Seattle told the Niners to avoid paying their train fare. Hop the turnstile. Bypass security. Go through the door. Head downstairs. Target your location to 14th Street and get aboard the L train. Pack y'all all the way the fuck up. Pack them all the way the fuck up. Because tonight, what do we say?
You lose.
Your quest of getting the #1 seed and the division title was nothing but a
Failure.
Because what did they do at home in the clutch with the world watching? They shot the bed like, pissed down their leg and shot themselves like, pack them all the way the fuck up. Get them the hell up out of here. And what is for dinner?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ales. Get your lemons, please.
It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose.
Suck on the lemons. You lose. Nathan, but 5 on it. By the way, that was redemption for Sam Darnold after what happened last year when he was in Minnesota. Can't get the #1 seed, but he did it tonight. Indeed, he did. They got the job done. Seattle took care of business, and the Niners are going down to the wild card. You've got 3 representatives of the NFC West in the playoffs. Rams fell to the Seahawks. Niners fell to the Seahawks. Bow down and look above to your champion of the division. And the NFL playoffs officially kick off at the conclusion of tomorrow evening, where we shall see the AFC North title decided as the Pittsburgh Steelers host the Baltimore Ravens. Sunday night football, baby, for the AFC North between the battle of the mid. Now, to head over to see if I got the W over on Underdog, and yes, I did. We got ourselves our first W over on Underdog for the year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I took a W 47 to 45. I am a little bit richer. Thank you very much. Victory is mine. Can I switch the screen? I think I can. Winner. Winner. I am the winner. Winner. I am the winner. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Another W. That's now 5 of my last 6 over on Underdog. That is 180 right to my pocket. I'll tell you right now, we playing big money in the playoffs. Playing big money in the playoffs. You're getting W's all year. I've been in the green all year, and we doing bigger wages in the playoffs. Tomorrow evening, we also putting something on the board for the Ravens and the Steelers. Stoic Alex said you just got the notification. The stream is over. YouTube, you got to stop playing with me. But nonetheless, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. For those of y'all who consistently tune into the streams, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please go ahead and do so. Make sure you guys scan the QR code, download the Underdog app, use the promo code Adonis. If those who are preparing for the postseason, it's going to be a great time over on Underdog. So make sure you guys scan the QR code, download the Underdog app, or if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, click the link down in my description, download the Underdog app, use the promo code Adonis, 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 and make sure that you let them know I sent you. I appreciate y'all always. I will see you tomorrow evening, Sunday Night Football. Enjoy the final regular season week of NFL football, and tomorrow evening we will crown the winner of the AFC North, where either the Ravens fans or myself and the Steelers fans will be saying, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have yourselves a very good night. I will see you in 24 hours. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.